So welcome back guys, you join me Snowman86 and we are back on Dunalka. So we're just prepping our fields, the ones that we've harvested the previous day. We're just getting the lime values and stuff right on them. We did also manage to do a bit of baiting, which you'll have seen at the start of this. We did a quick time lapse of it and we managed to sell all that, and we did get another contract for canola. This was a lot less money. It was about 29,000 I think for, sorry, 22,000 for 29,000 liters. So I think this first contract might have been a little bit waywards, but we took it. So we have borrowed this from the dealership. When I say borrowed, I do mean leased, just to enable us to get our few fields here done nice and quick. And as you can see, we are eating the lime. The values were way out. So we've just been spending our time getting the few fields done. This is the last one we have to do, and after that we are on to possibly planting. We must see what we can get into the ground. We're turning the wrong way. We must check our conditions and see what we can plant. I know the crop rotation that he liked to use, so we probably stick with that. So we'll be looking at oats, canola and soybeans are his three main crops. Although he did plant wheat this year around, not sure why. Maybe he saw something in the prices on the market, I'm not sure. We're going to have to go get some more lime, methinks. We're not going to finish this field. So I think once we get to the end here, we will shoot up to our right and we'll be able to pick up a bit more lime. Just take a few detours here. Just to make double sure I wasn't pulling out on somebody. It does happen. That pillar there happens to hide the road quite well, as does that one. So we can get lime from just up here, which is handy for us. Being so close to the farm and considering how much lime you end up using, it is a good thing. And that is a big lime spreader. Cannot see anything, so we'll zoom away in. And we'll attempt to get it somewhat close to underneath the lime. Are we close? No. So we'll pull forward there again a little bit. This time it looks a bit better. We're probably too close now, but we'll see. We're only looking for maybe about 7,000, 8,000 litres. That should be enough to see us out, I hope. So we'll call it that's enough, because we don't have excess lime left over, although we will use it once the soybeans are out. No doubt that field will need a bit of loving, and we'll have to go back to our dealership and see can we rent this. Must say I do like it. We might even see how much it'll cost if we went to pick it up. Probably not cheap. We're just going to grab high box here while we're traveling. And we'll whip out across the road. That is good enough for us. So we'll drop it back to, I think we were third, fourth, or medium fourth gear, I believe, is where we are running. We'll zoom out a bit so I can see what I'm doing, and away we go. So we do have an adjustable spread width on this as well. We're sticking with, I think it's 30 meters. So we should be nice and quick through this, and as I say, we'll be onto a little bit of planting then. Our soybeans won't be ready to harvest at the end of this month, so we've plenty of work to keep us busy until that stage. Just go up and around the bush and not through it. And I think my GPS, yep, set to go this way, so we'll just stick with it. What's the worst that can happen? So this is where we're at, guys. We're going to keep spreading the lime. We're going to get this field wrapped up, hopefully all going well. And after that, as I say, we will probably be moving on to seeding. We must check our calendar and see what the plan is or plan was. See what fields are meant to be going to what. So I'll see you shortly, guys, once we're finished this, and we'll be discussing our tactics for the upcoming year. So we've just finished hooking up the seeder. Now I have never run this seeder before, but from speaking to him, he says it's quite simple. So we'll take his word for it, and we'll see how we get on. So after speaking to him, what he was looking to do regarding the fields is field 35 and 47. He was going to do canola, so that's a new crop here in 35, and it'll be canola on canola in 47. Not sure the process of that. He was then saying that 34, his rotation is to go to soybeans, and then the 36 then would be a cereal crop or possibly sunflowers. He was unsure of for himself, so we won't have to worry about seeding that one or 34, as he'll be back in November and we'll be sidestepping, but we will get 35 and 47 done. So as I say, we're in the window for planting canola, so we're going to crack on with that now, guys. So we've a little bit of seeding ahead of us. Tractor could do with a wash, a little bit dirty, but what are we going to do? So we'll fall away out of the yard, guys, and we'll get ourselves set up here on the end of the field. Oh, never thought about driving through the bushes, did we? Straight through them we went. So I believe when he was sold this seeder, he was told it needed about 150, 160 horses. The Ford T-Dub is sitting at around 190, I think it is. So we should have more than enough for this. Let me just get things set up here before we get going. I want to try and straighten our run to get our best. That's a terrible effort at it. That's probably a little bit better, but I think maybe too far that way. So we're going to try once more, and nope, we've gotten it wrong again. So we'll try there. That's looking pretty good. So we'll enable the fan on the back. And we'll drop in here and we should be away. Oh, terrible mistake there. We have to go all the way back. I think I would have realized that myself, but I didn't. I'm sure some of you might have spotted my issue there, but we'll back to the start and we'll offer it up again. This time we'll plant canola. So we'll enable our seeder, get the ball rolling. and I am hoping that's reseeding it to canola. We might have a slight issue there when it comes to pesticide control. We'll have to, or not even pesticide control, when it comes to weed control, we're going to have a lot of volunteer wheat there now. It won't be volunteered, we did sow it ourselves, but we'll sort it out when we get to it. So we are seeding, guys. And so far, seeder is working quite well. Just as I say, we hit something, not sure what, but we should probably drop a few cogs anyway. Oh. So try and get in on the right one. And we're away again. So this seeder won't increase anything to do with nitrogen or anything like that, but we'll have to see how we're going. As I say, we might end up picking up that big spreader we had on the yard. It would make our lives a lot easier. But for now, we'll crack on with this. We will have to try and get a layer of liquid nitrogen out once it pops up over ground. We're just going to send it in here and see what happens. Probably should have done a couple of headland passes first, but we'll crack on, as I say. Cedar's doing a nice little job. Looks well behind us. Tis a nice pull. And to be fair, this tractor is a little workhorse. Does a lot of work. As I said, does need a wash. It's after getting pretty dirty there doing the lime. But although we do have time, it is now 10 to 2 on the start of September. So once we get the canola in, we'll be able to do a little bit of maintenance on some of our gear. And still hitting every bush I can hit. I'm impressed with that. So for now, guys, as I say, we have 2 fields to seed. So we're going to crack on and get this one wrapped up anyway. And I will see you back when we're seeding field 47, I think it was. And we're back, and we're very close to finishing. Only a couple of passes left to do in our seeding of canola, and we'll have our 2 fields complete. So thankfully canola doesn't use up a whole pile of seed, so we still have a nice bit left in our tank. So we'll be able to carry that on for the next seeding job. And this seeder is performing a bit of a pull on the tractor for some of the hills, but nothing overly serious. As you can see, the lime is just stuck to it. It's quite dirty and dusty. So once we're finished up here, we'll give a wash down to our gear, and we'll probably call it quits for the night. Is rain due overnight, so our seeding is timed to perfection, really. So that light bit of sprinkle will really help our seeds get started in the ground, which is what we want. So we'll have to see where we're carrying on with tomorrow. We'll just have to see how we get on. I don't think we have a whole pile to do, so it's a bit of a slower day for us, which is no harm at all. It gives us a chance to catch our breath. It's been a whirlwind start to this. And as I say, we still have that sunflower or soybean harvest coming as well. So this is the last pass. Did I miss a bit there? Nope. It's just my wheel tracks. So yeah, we still have that big soybean harvest to do, and we might end up splitting that field if we're looking at planting before the end of November. We'll see how we're going. Might do a half and half crop, as it is quite large. I don't know, do we have the storage for all of it? So we'll just have to see. But that is us completed seeding, so we're just going to fold this bad boy up, grab a couple of gears, and we're going to look to get on down the road here a little bit. We get back to the farm. As I say, we clean down the equipment we've been using. Things are quite dirty and dusty after the last kind of 48 hours. So we're just going to give it a quick wash, get our power washer out. And as I said, for a new seeder, I must say he bought well. I can't complain on that one. It's a good little seeder. A couple of times we felt the pull, we had to drop a couple of gears, but for the most part, did it without complaining. And just make sure we get the wheels and underneath. We don't want anything to stick to it. And lastly, we give our lovely Ford a wash. She's worked hard. Clean the cab, get some of the wheel. Make sure we wipe down the sign, and we are good to go. So we're going to park our seeder up temporarily. Actually, if anything, we're probably done with it for this year. Don't think I have any more seeding I need to get done before November, so we've done the bulk of what we had to do. There's our diesel tank. Cab is quite hard to see out of. Went the wrong way first there. We'll try and get it back. And yeah, we'll unhook our seeder here and we'll be good to go after that, guys. Oh, that was a bit of an abrupt end to the sound. So that is it. As I say, we have our big field out over here. And that's not ready yet. And we've one up here which won't be planted till next year. We could put a cover crop in it. We'll see how we're looking. And as I say, we will look to expand the grain bins, but again, we'll have to leave it be his decision. He's thinking on it. He's not too sure what to do. And as I say, we have cereal in those two bins, so this soybean field is going to be an issue unless we sell all of one of the crops out of it and then try and jam it to capacity, but we'll have to see. But until next time, so guys, I've been Snowman86. This has been Dunalka. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all again. Take care.